Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
Now, your company is called Nessie or Neki. What exactly does it mean, and which is the right pronunciation? Let's start from there.
The pronunciation that brings money is the right pronunciation.
Okay, for the benefit of this.
Okay, people keep asking me this.
Yes.
You know, when I left the bank and I wanted to start a private business, and that was way back 1995.
Okay.
So coining a company name wasn't something you want to be racking your brain about, you know, like today. And I said, well, my name is Nkechi, why not Nechi?
Nechi, okay.
I just K.
Okay. Okay.
So if you want to go the Italian pronunciation, you do Nechi. If you want to go out, you say Neki. As long as it brings money, I really don't care how you pronounce it.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. All right. So I'd like to find out from you what specifically, got you interested in PR in the first instance.
People. Simple answer, people. I'm a people person. I love people. I love making people happy. I am happy when people are happy. I want to make them comfortable. I want to create an ambience, a convenient ambience where they can operate, where they can enjoy their lives. I just like making people comfortable. And then public relations for me was the thing to. When I was growing up, I even thought I was going to be a journalist. All right, but at my age then, or during that time, I'm a baby boomer. I'm not So then, if a girl wanted to be a journalist, it's like, hey, it was like a crime. Either you are a dropout or something is wrong somewhere. Okay. So, but I've always known I was going to do something that related to people. Even in the secondary school, I was both science and arts biased. People thought I would do medicine because medicine again had to do with people. All right. So simple answer is people.
Interesting. So what's your own personal definition of PR? Your own personal definition of public relations?
My own personal definition of PR.
Yeah.
I always tell people PR is a relationship building and mending activity, all right, that allows you to bring in people that you need to relate with, and then make life easy for them. It's as simple as that. Because if you go into the real definition of public relations, you find that everything you do with people is deliberate, is intentional, is planned. So it's not something you just stumble into. It's not accidental. So that whatever you do with people, you must be intentional. You must have a reason at the back of your mind why you want to do it. And that thing must be such that we make you happy and make the other person happy. So in every situation, you want to create a win-win atmosphere for people. So for me personally, public relations is that art or science that allows you, all right, to create or design or develop or establish a win-win balance for people, either to operate in their business, even to operate in their home. I hope.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You need PR to operate in your home. Yes.
Interesting. I love that. Yeah, Tinubu, I see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Emi Genho, thanks so much also for joining us. Now, what makes a good PR practitioner?
A good PR practitioner must listen. A good PR practitioner must be updated. Your skills must be updated. You must keep updating. You must have content. You must be creative. You must be innovative. And you must be ready. Just like you Rotarians will say, you must be ready. Always ready, because you never know when it will happen. But when I say you have to be updated, you have to be current in news, in everything that is happening around you. But most importantly, you must be a good counselor. You must listen more than you talk. All right? Because to be able to counsel either your organization or your husband or your friends or your society, you must understand what the issues are. And to understand, you must be able to listen. Because good understanding comes from skillful listening. Those are some of the things that you need to be a good PR person.
Interesting. Interesting. So what are the mistakes that every serious PR practitioner must avoid?
One of them is thinking that communication has taken place when it has not. Because most times you find you are talking, you are doing programs, you are carrying campaigns, you just assume that because of the aggressive nature of your campaign, because of the things you have done, know how, you've hit it. No. And that's one serious problem, assuming that communication has taken place. You don't assume. So every PR person must aim at finding out the impact, the outcomes, not the inputs, the outcomes of whatever public relations initiatives or campaigns you have put in. So that is one thing you must avoid. Don't go by, you have 1,000 likes. All right, you just put something on your story. I mean, look at this program now. If you go by the likes you had on it when you posted it, I'm sure this place will be flooding with people. So you should avoid such things. You have 1 million likes. I say, Nkechi must be our influencer. But that she may not be. Just light her face and they kept clicking. All right? But when push comes to shove, that is not what you are looking for. So that is one major problem that every PR person must avoid, especially now that everything is digitalized.
Interesting. Interesting. So why do some people have this impression that PR practitioners usually exaggerate and whitewash things?
Well, that again is because they do not understand the industry, they do not understand the profession. If you look at where we have come from, press agentry and all that, a lot of even chief executives still do not understand what public relations is all about. All right? And then in the past, we had people who were not also professionals in the profession. All right. So if you even ask them what public relations was, all they know about public relations is taking pictures and having a beautiful face and being on the first page of the newspaper. That is not public relations. So people had this erroneous belief that PR was, painting things, making it look grandiose. No, public relations are in actual sense deals with facts. We deal with truths. Yes, we manage information. And how we manage it also depends on the skills of the PR practitioner. We do not paint. We do not exaggerate. We tell you the way it is. Yes, I mean, like every other profession, there are some information that we also want to think of our level of disclosure. All right? A public relations practitioner, one of the things he must also know is when to disclose and when not to disclose. So sometimes when we are not disclosing, it doesn't mean we are exaggerating or we are hiding information. We always ask ourselves, like the Rotarians would also do, is it fair? Is it fair to all? Who actually needs this information? And if the information is inciting, if the information is such that we do more harm, all right, don't forget, we are relationship menders, we are relationship builders. If such information is going to destroy relationships, bring about conflicts, incite people, a good PR person must know when to use such information. No, public relations, we do not exaggerate and we do not spin.